Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfella of Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, Bob Arum acknowledged that Keith Thurman team did reach out to him. Not sure if it was somebody from PBC, his personal manager, or Al Haymon. So let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And he basically said that Keith Thurman came over there asking for a number higher than Giraffe Pussy. So we know Bob Arum is very, very cheap. And I think it was an article out there. I'm not sure. I just seen somebody highlighted on social media where it said that ESPN stepped in and helped the Loma and Manny Pacquiao, the Loma and Teofimo Lopez budget, okay? And that, you know, Loma gave $300,000 back. We know that we gave it to Teo to make the fight happen. I guess ESPN stepped in and made some magic happen as well. So maybe that's where Teo makes up the difference to get his $2 million. I heard he getting 1.5. But they was originally supposed to make around 4 or 5 for Loma and around 3 for Teo before the pandemic. But we know Bob Arum a penny pinching motherfucker. Al Haymon is one of them dudes that's gonna, you know, stuff the bag. He gonna give extra money, and that's both are good and bad. Okay, a fight like this, Al Haymon would make sure T.O. got his money, Loma got his money, right? These is one of the times you need an Al Haymon in those situations. Time you need a Bob Arum is when you got Danny fighting Raul Salka, or you got, you know, Sean Porter fighting the Ugas, or you got, you know, some of these other fights. You know, you need an Al Haymon when you have a grade A fight. Al Haymon gonna find the bag, get you the bag, you know, and everybody gonna be happy. But Al Haymon doesn't need to be giving dudes the bag that don't deserve it. If you're not fighting in a grade A fight, you don't deserve a grade A bag. Al Haymon needs a bag scale, okay? And so does Bob Arum. Bob Arum owns everything. Top Rank owns his building. They own a fight library. They own a lot of shit, a gym. You know, so what does he need money for at this point in his career? You got to ask yourself, what is he buying? He ain't buying pussy. Unless he just sniffing it and rubbing it. You know, how many suits can he buy? How many cars can he buy? What is he, you know, saving up? His son died. And our stepson, Todd DeBuff, is running Top Rank. So what does he need money for? He should, you know, but that's just the way he is. He's a penny pinching old dude. All right? You could tell that he doesn't have the resources that Al Haymon does to make shit happen, but they both need grading pay scales. This level fight deserves this amount of money. This level fight deserves this amount of money. But back on Keith, all right? So what Keith's saying was true, and Keith has always been honest. But Keith goes out there and asks for a lot of money. Now, what could be a lot of money? We know Crawford not taking no pay cut. As a champion, he shouldn't. Now, for Manny Pacquiao, maybe he takes a pay cut, maybe he takes less. That's another champion, that's a legend, or whatever that may be, right? So Keith Thurman asked for a lot of money. Not sure what a lot of money is. They don't really disclose numbers. I don't think we need to know the numbers. But he says it's a lot of money to do right now during the pandemic. He's proven that he can't even close out a Kell Brook deal. He said he's still negotiating with Kell Brook. I'm hearing through the grapevine Kell Brook ain't an option. I don't know what's going on. Okay? But if he can't close on the Kell Brook, why the fuck do you think he can close on the Keith Thurman? Maybe say, oh, Keith Thurman probably bring more pay-per-views to the table. Maybe so, but Keith Thurman is asking for his money and guaranteed money. I guarantee you. Whatever he asks for is in guaranteed money. And Keith Thurman knew, oh, this is the perfect time to call out Bud and get the public opinion. I'm going to get deep on this. I'm going to just show you how your favorite, you know, boxing personality, YouTuber, vlogger, writer, or just a motherfucker on the internet, I'm going to break it down. Right? Now, he says, you know, I know they ain't got this amount of money. I already got a fight date according to Boxing Scene. It's December 26th. Also heard out of Keith Thurman's mouth, it's more likely in January. So it's basically January in general, right? A week ago, he said he had a fight date, right? He told AHAT Boxing, it's AHAT Boxing, I think it is. He had a fight date, okay? All of a sudden, the next week, he comes out and calls out Crawford. Now, it'd be different if he called out Crawford to fight on his fight date. All right, whatever it is, December, January, they all fighting around the same time. But he didn't. He comes out of the blue with Custer and says he's willing to fight him. Now let's slow it down and rewind, right? We rational over here. No fanboy shit. When he was on with Ray Flores, he called out Terence Crawford. On PBC, on Instagram. He said, if you send the contract, I just might sign it. Will you sign it, Keith? I think about it. So, we've been through this before. All of a sudden now, Keith Thurman's word is biblical. It's facts. Come on. Let's just keep it a buck. This the same dude who didn't want to fight Earl. This the same dude that just turned down a Sean Porter rematch. And now Sean Porter's fighting for Mellon. This the same dude that y'all laugh when Manny Pacquiao named his dog after him. This the same dude who took 22 months from boxing. This the same dude that was scared of Earl Spence when he was 12-0. This the same dude that acknowledged that he got a contract from Bud, but he decided not to take it and fight Pacquiao. That's cool. This the same dude that's part of the crew. Only guy I know that didn't receive a formal offer, that I know of, is Earl Spence. They contacted him about making a fight. They just been talking about it for like 2 years. But Sean was contacted. He chose to fight Ugas and then fight Earl Spence. Danny Garcia was contacted. Y'all said I was lying about that one. He was contacted. He chose not to fight Terence Crawford. He went on to do other things. You know what I'm saying? And Keith Thurman admitted that he was on spot. He admitted that he did receive a contract, but he wanted to do other things. The only guy that didn't hold the title around that time was Danny. And I think the Danny fight was personal for Terence because he wanted to settle the rubber match, 1-1 in amateurs. So what's so funny is now Terence Crawford was the scum of the earth. Keith was the scum of the earth, right? Keith Thurman was one of the most hated fighters, boxing in the streets in Nepal. They speaking down on Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman didn't have a fan going into the fight. Only people that I know that was rooting for Keith Thurman, like that people may know, is me and Tom. We the only ones that was considered. I wasn't rooting for no fucking Pacquiao and his racist fan cult. I'm gonna keep it 100. But it's a lot of dudes that play that black card when it's convenient, and then they went against the grain and they pick and they roll with Manny Pacquiao. They root for Manny Pacquiao, and you can make an argument that Keith Thurman won that fight. And I thought Keith Thurman actually won that fight. But it was close. I'm not gonna call it a rolly robbery. And then he names his dog Thurman after the fight. You talk about racial undertones right there, man. That's just racist, blatant racist to me. And people, Keith Thurman lost and Pacquiao got a better chance of fighting Earl Spence. Then you got old milk dud head. Oh man, he done duped the black fight fan again, Manny Pacquiao. I feel like a slow-ass southern dumb Negro. Y'all go around listening to him, dog. I told y'all what it was. Pacquiao wasn't fighting no Earl Spence. Now, he tried to fight him after the car accident, and Earl Spence did call his name, like Switch. I call you. He called his name, and Pacquiao said, what's up? He said, no, twice. But now Keith Thurman's starting to generate a fan base again. That just lets you know how much hate this nigga get, bro. And I'm telling you, it ain't just not giving interviews. When I go around the box community behind the scenes, a lot of people hate Deontay Wilder. A lot of people hate Clarissa Shields. And I'm not just talking white people. I'm talking about the people that got the same skin color as most of us watching on this video. Or some of us. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the crab in the bucket mentality. It's no coinkydink that all three of those sisters and them brothers is black and they get the most hate. But then these niggas want to come out here and preach Black Lives Matters, black togetherness. And it's a crab in the bucket mentality. You know what I'm saying? You had Joe Casamarier who called Timothy Bradley a nigga, like on wax. Angel Garcia going around calling other black people a nigga. They get more respect than them three people do. Crawford, Carissa, and Deontay. It's people that hate their guts. Like it's real. Like the crab in the bucket mentality is real. And people got the balls. And people got the motherfucking do you have the audacity to really, really sit here one of the most pussiest fighters of of all time, Keith Thurman. Do you really gonna sit here and tell me that you gonna believe Keith Thurman? The dude that refused to fight Errol Spence to get a Floyd fight? The dude that took off 22 months and held the welterweight division captive? The dude who may not fight until 18 months after fighting Manny Pacquiao? One of the most inactive dudes who should just retire? A dude who has no ambitions to move back up to his original weight class of 54? A dude who talks about taking no risks in the sport of boxing? A dude who's still talking about fighting Manny Pacquiao even though Pacquiao not entertaining him? So this is the dude words you gonna take? Come on, man. We got to be smarter than this. Why not? Why wouldn't, when Crawford said, okay, you ain't gonna do shit, he said that after he lost to Pacquiao. You ain't gonna, nigga, send a contract, whatever he said. And did Keith Thurman send a contract when he told Ray Flores, I just might sign it? You know what I'm saying? So where was Keith Thurman at then? I just might sign it. Like, why you didn't take the fight then? So at the end of the day, now Keith Thurman word is biblical. After y'all ran him through the mud, after y'all didn't support him versus Manny Pacquiao, that just shows you that it's an emotional attachment to these hams. Real talk, that just shows you it's an emotional attachment to these hams. When you get on here and motherfuckers get emotional and they believe Keith Thurman after running his name through the mud, Keith Thurman is a pussy. We all know it. He's a troll. Like somebody said, he's a teriyaki snitch not in boxing. But not everything he say is factual. Like I said, it just make you want to leave this boxing shit because these dudes is lame. MMA is kicking boxing's ass. Easy. You look at that Saudi fight card they put on last Saturday. You had Roley, who Robert Roley. That's what I'm gonna call him, Robin Roley, because he's gonna rob you. And then you had Benavidez in there with a setup fight. When Angulo got to his Reebok bag, it was a brown paper bag in there, if you catch my drift. But then again, people don't ask themselves this question. And then the rebuttal is this. Okay, we don't have the money. I mean, you got a date, December 26th, January, whatever the date is. And I find that hard to believe that it's right after Christmas. That they won't keep Thurman to fight. Right? Especially the way he all loved up on a girl. Eyes whip pussy. Old pussy whipped ass nigga. All right, but why didn't Keith Thurman rebuttal then? Why didn't he counter? Why didn't Al say, okay, we could bring Terence Crawford over to Fox? Al got the bag. We can do Crawford and Thurman on pay-per-view. Why didn't they rebuttal and be like, hey Bob, we can have Crawford come over and we can handle the money. We can have Crawford come over and fight Keith Thurman in December or January. We could do a big ass pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? How much you need for Crawford to cross the street. And then, Al come out and say, well, we offered blase blah. Crawford said no, or he said yes, and we're going to do Keith, or we're not going to do Keith and Terence. Simple as that. It's called negotiating. Don't come asking for some money that you ain't got, that you ain't never gotten paid. So if they want to do it, then have Terence come over and fight Keith. What was the rebuttal? But PBC is notorious for that, bro. Like I said, Jamal Charlo wanted $20 million to fight Canelo when they offered him 15. They got Derevyanchenko, $5 million to fight Golovkin. And then they wanted they wanted more money to fight Canelo. I forget what the number was to fight Canelo both times. They offered him some money to fight Canelo the second time. I can't remember exactly what the purse was. I think they offered him 5. And then, he took the Jamal fight. But the first time they offered him a good amount of money too. But I guess he just didn't want to fight Canelo. Andy Ruiz went over to the zone and made money he never made before. Twice. PBC to send their fighters over across the street, they gonna ask for a lot of money. But they don't never say, come on, all right, we'll give you this. Same thing with Demetrius Andrade. Andrade offered Jamal 7. He offered him $10 million. And Jamal said no. Did he rebuttal? Then Eddie said, if y'all got, if y'all want to pay Demetrius Andrade, whatever it was, X amount of Z, we'll send him over there. Didn't hear a rebuttal. So once again, what kills me is when you got these dumbass stands out here, like Eminem stands, Boxing Ego, Dante Boxing Nation, The Boxing Voice, Knuckle Dragger TV, all these dudes, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't listen to them. For one, most of the motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing, right? Two, to be exact, most of these dudes feel they are obligated to favor fighters that give them access and interviews. See, this is why you can't be an interview channel and then give commentary. You can't do it because it's a conflict of interest. You're going to have a certain biasness. If you kick it and Jamal give you an interview, you're going to have a biasness towards Jamal. And also, if you kick it with Jamal and you have a report, it's like Kenny Porter take over the Boxing Voice, right? When he used to. He call on here. They all say they don't watch the shit, blah, blah, blah. But he take over. But then again, you can't speak how you want to speak. Don't forget, Nest was the same knuckle dragging, cantaloupe head ass nigga that was saying that with Kenny Porter that what was it, Earl and Mikey was only gonna do 100,000, 60,000 pay-per-views. So you went from, hating on Earl, right? To now, all of a sudden you dick sucking the dude because you don't like Crawford because Crawford won't give you an interview. Then you talk all this shit about Crawford and then you want to beg him for an interview. Like this shit is about interviews. You know what I'm saying? And usually when men beef, it's about women or money. Get out of here, bro. It's a joke. Not Keith Thurman word is biblical. Not Keith Thurman word is solid. If Keith Thurman really want to fight Crawford, send a rebuttal offer. Put the pressure on him. All right, say, look, I got this January date. We can do it. This amount of money Al willing to offer you. Let's see Al offer somebody monumental money to come over on PBC. He always asking for it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if he can offer Crawford monumental money to come over and fight Keith Thurman. What he got to lose? If Keith Thurman beat him, which ain't out the realm of possibility, he lost it by Manny Pacquiao this much. But you know what the excuse gonna be? My elbow was hurting, and I had to cut 59,000 pounds. That's why Crawford beat me. Get out of here, man. Keith Thurman ain't fought. It's gonna be 18 months in January. Nobody trying to hear that, bro. But now they back on the keep. They so predictable, bro. You know what I'm saying? They so predictable. But y'all know what it is, man. It's Goodfellas Sports TV. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, links in the description. Want to join the Facebook group? That link's there as well, too. If you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests, keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App, CJ Good 313, PayPal, link in the description. Best way to donate is to share the video. Y'all know what it is. We gone.